Good morning, Kingdom Life. Good morning, family. How y'all doing out there today? Listen, I know you don't see nobody standing next to me. Why? Because the woman of God, Chantel, is standing behind the camera today. Listen, she delivered a great prophecy today, and I know that she's exhausted of giving the Lord's word out today. She prophesied to everyone that was in Kingdom Life location in Burleson, Texas. But I want to take this opportunity today to make sure that we did continue to give you a word here today on YouTube, amen. And so it's coming actually from Psalms 9. Now I know we don't talk about Psalms a lot, let alone talk about the lower numbers of Psalms, but this is coming from Psalms 9 and verse 10, amen. Those who know your name trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. I'll leave it as simple as that. Listen, if you trust in the Lord, He never will forsake you. I'm reminded, listen, I'm an 80s baby, so I love anything's 80s, right? I mean, you can catch me from 1980 to 1989. You can't miss me with any genre of music or any movie, any film. I just love the 80s. In the 80s, they had a movie, and I know y'all know the series because I'm a sports fanatic, and it's Rocky. Right? Everybody knows Rocky, right? At least you know, hey, Adrian, he's on top of the stairs in Philadelphia, chanting and cheering on. There's one particular Rocky that me and my father love so much. It doesn't matter when it comes on, what part is on, we're watching it, and that's Rocky 4. Now, I know y'all know some of the actors in there. You, of course, have Sylvester Stallone in there. You have Carl Weathersford, and then you have Dolph Lundgren. So you have all these different characters in there, but it's a particular part in the movie that I want to draw your attention to. If you hadn't seen it, listen, it's 35 years old, spoiler alert, I'm sorry. This particular scene is when Apollo Creed and Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, had kind of started enjoying the fruits of their labor, all the work and all the boxing that they had done. And, you know, Apollo, he wanted to get back in the swing of things. He wanted to feel young again. And he heard that there's a new kid on the block, which was the Russian Dolph Lundgren, who was a strong boxer, hitting 10,000 pounds of weight and force. And this man was just invincible. Well, you know, Apollo Creed said, hey, I'm going to fight him in an exhibition match. It's not going to mean much. It's just something I want to do. Well, in the midst of the fight, he came out with his big banner and did all his different things. But one thing he told Rocky is when he started going through the tough part of the fight, he said, listen here, don't you throw in that towel no matter what. No matter what you see, don't throw in the towel. And wow, that had to have been a hard thing as a friend to hear your friend say, don't throw the towel in when you know I need this towel thrown in. So in the scene in the movie, you know, you could see Apollo Creed just getting his head beat in. I mean, this man was bloody. He was dying in the ring, and everyone around Rocky said, throw in the towel, throw in the towel. And you could see his hesitation. You could see his resistance, but he didn't throw in the towel. Now, unfortunately, the movie ended badly in that sense. But I do want to point this out to you. Don't throw in the towel. Keep on fighting and know that just like Rocky, the Lord is in your corner to hold your towel. He can do it at any time, but He won't do it because He know that you got more fight in you. He know that whatever invisible or invincible giant that's in front of you, that you can stand before it and that you can destroy it, that you can win this fight. Later in the movie, Rocky ended up having to deal with all that he dealt with. He was able, through his determination and will, to defeat that giant. Are you that person that can defeat that giant? But before we get to being able to defeat a giant, are you the person that's not willing to give up? Won't you fight? Whatever it is in your life that you need to fight for, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your finances, whether it's just your peace of mind, are you willing to fight? Don't give up, because the Lord said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even when Jesus felt forsaken in the Garden of Gethsemane, God said to him and had to remind him. And that's why he said, Lord, your will shall be done. Because he knew then that God would never leave him nor forsake him. And God would never leave you nor forsake you. Listen, I love you and I thank you for having your attention to be able to speak these words of encouragement unto you, that God can do whatever he wants to do in your life, and that nothing is impossible. Nothing can stop the hand of God. Nothing can stop the move of God. Nothing. One last thing, we talked about this last week. We talked about mountains being cast into the sea with just a small amount of faith. I dealt with that recently, knowing that you have obstacles in your life that you would love to just go away, to just disappear. And unfortunately, a lot of times that just doesn't happen. And you try to find ways to take your attention away from your issue. You try to find ways to take your attention away from things that are going on in your life, and hoping that you can basically be like an ostrich and stick your head in the sand and that it'll go away. But God said if you have faith, and what faith is trusting in him that he would do what he said he was going to do. And so what he will do to you and for you with just a small amount of faith. It says the size of a mustard seed is all that you need. And with that size faith, trusting in God, that not that he would throw the mountain, but he will get you through the mountain. That yes, in theory, the mountain is thrown in the sea because the mountain is so easily removed out of your life because you trusted in him for every step that you needed to take. You can do it. Trust in the Lord. Know he won't forsake you. Know that he's in your corner. Know that he has your towel. And know that he won't throw it in because he won't allow you to give up. Trust in him and love him. We thank you for your time. Bless you, family. We'll see you on another episode. Thank you so much for your time. Peace.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for listening to the message today. We hope you come back next week. We ask that you subscribe, share this with family and friends, co-workers, everyone you can, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.